I salute the supreme consciousness within you with all the divine charm of my mind and with all the love and cordiality of my heart. I'm Hazubaba Richard Kankwe, mostly called my Lord, from the Mystery Professionals Healing Center, where the welfare of humanity is our goal, where the liberation from mental, psyche, and physical bondages is our aim. At this Mystery Professionals Healing Center, I cure all diseases, physically, emotionally, and spiritual diseases. Physically, like herpes, diabetes, fevers, infertility and fertility problems, cancers, prostate disorders, madness, and what have you, stress, whatever the disease. When you come to my abode or when you call, what I will do is that I'll do the divination spiritually to find out the cause, and then the appropriate medication will be given. Thank you. Yes, we talked about fasting last time and the purpose of fasting. And today I will very much also want to emphasize on fasting once again, so that at least one will be acquainted with fasting. There are hearsays of fasting. People have fasted and they have developed some ailments after the fast because of the way they did it and because they didn't take precautions while they are doing it, and they didn't take precautions after they have done the fasting. Fasting is good. Fasting has served everybody who does it and does it well. The Supreme Being, nature, does not hate anybody. Nature gives to you 1,000 times what you give to it. Therefore, when you want to connect to the spirits, you want to be healed physically, emotionally, and spiritually, fasting is one of the fastest way to do it. Most people fasted and they are there. Let's talk about Dr. Sebi. He was diagnosed of diseases, impotency, diabetes, and what have you. So he went to a traditionalist, a herbalist, who gave him herbs and then introduced him to fasting. And within some less than 30 days, he was cured, healed. All the diseases in him were gone because he laid, he had a way of life. Yes, Dr. Sebi, when was diagnosed of impotency, diabetes, and what have you, and he went to Mexico, he went to a herbalist, and from there he was given a way of life, fasting, and then medication. He was fasting while he was taking his medication, and within 30 days, all the diseases were gone. But he also fasted about 90 days, and he saw God. According to his testimonies, he saw God. And Dr. Sebi was the first person to publicly come out to say that he has the cure for HIV/AIDS. You see, because after he was cured, he saw that he can also do better, because he also have had the first-hand experience, so he can also become a healer. And since then, he also became a healer, a great healer as well. Let's talk about John D. Rockefeller. At the age of 49, 50 years, he was diagnosed of so many diseases. So from that day, on, he was taught a way of life, and he lived additional 46 years. So he was 96 years before he died. People thought that he would die, but he didn't die. He got to 96 years before he passed on. Let's talk about Arnold Ret in the 19th, in the late 18th into the 19th. He was diagnosed of a brain tumor, and he was declared dead. Doctor says they can't do anything about it. So in a few days, he will die. So when he came home, out of frustration, he began to fast because he wanted to die in peace. So he began to fast. So he didn't eat 1 day, 2 days. The 3rd day, he saw that he was getting better. Instead of dying, he was getting better. So on the 4th day, he rose up and then he ate something small. And then the pain started again. So he saw that, oh, then the fasting can help. So gradually, he fasted and fasted and fasted, and he was cured. And he also became one of the greatest healers in history. And many more people have fasted, and they have, most of the gurus, most of the masters, they have fasted, they fast, and they were able to reach the top. To be frank with you, you can't climb up, you can't achieve what you want to achieve without the help of the spirits. You can't do it. Therefore, you must develop a way to connect to them. Because when you eat, you don't know how the food, which energy helps the food to digest, how the food digests, and how we are being linked to nature. Therefore, it is an energy, it's spirits, it's deities who are responsible for those things, for those efforts in the, trying to put humanity and nature in shape. So with fasting, you can be able to really cope with them, and they will also help you. When you fast, you should also have a goal while you fast. You should also have a goal while you fast. When you fast without an aim, everything will be given to you, and sometimes you might think that the fasting didn't go on well. But when you have an aim that I am fasting for my purpose, I am fasting to be healed, I am fasting to have intuition, I am fasting to excel in my occupation, I am fasting to have a peaceful marriage, I am fasting so that I will be the most beloved, I am fasting so that things go on well for my children. When you put aim in before you begin your fast, it also helps it manifest well. We talk of way of breaking the fast. Sometime before you sleep, you take in warm water. If you can get the Jehovah's Witness herb, which in my previous video I talked about it, Justicia. You can also get it, take it warm, and then you sleep. Then you also in the morning will take it early in the morning. That is the only thing that will go into your stomach. Then if you have your medications, you take your medications, and then the time that you have to eat, you eat. There are people who say that they have sicknesses like diabetes, blood pressure, and some other cancers, so they can fast. Everybody can fast. Everybody, because it will help you to be healed. So what you do is that you fast slowly. So in the evening, you take your warm water. In the morning, you take your warm water. If in the morning you eat at 7 a.m., you start from 7 a.m. When you eat at 7 a.m., you can eat till you sleep. But when you wake up, you eat at 7 a.m. Then in the next 1 week, you shift it to 8 a.m. So when you master the 8 a.m., the next 2-3 weeks, you shift to 9 a.m. So when you get up in the morning, you will not eat till the 9 a.m. Then you shift to 10 a.m. So gradually, by 2 months, you will see that you will be perfectly healed, and then you will see that you are expert in fasting. When you are fasting, try to take warm water first. That is the secret of fasting. That is the first secret of fasting that you should know. Take warm water first. Warm water first. In all things, take warm water first. When you are fasting, it is good that you don't eat sugar when you are fasting. It is good that you don't take sugar. You can take some other things. But if there is no means that you have to take the sugar, is okay. But when you take sugar out when you are fasting, it increases your recovery. It speed up your recovery. So you don't take sugar while you fast. Yes, most gurus fasted before they reach the top. You see, fasting is good, and people have developed a way of taking in food into our system. Some people have named themselves to be called freegans. The freegans are people who think that no food should be wasted. So they go on collecting food, leftover food, and that is what they feed on. So for food, they don't buy food. They make sure that whatever it is left, that is what they will consume, whether it is small or big, whatever it is. And they are called the freegans. So they have their own belief of the way they consume food and what they should consume and why they should consume the food. And out of that, they think that they are also helping nature in a way. And we have the vegetarians. The vegetarians are people who don't eat meat and fish. Some eat egg because there's no blood in egg. Some eat the dairy products, the milk, the cheese, and some other animal products, products that are made from animal fat, sometimes butter, and so on. Some think that they don't have to take it. So whatever it is, they have their belief and they have what they take in, because they see the body as a temple of God, and the body must be holy to be able to connect to the Supreme Being, to be able to connect to nature, to be able to be magnetic, to draw things to them. So they don't just take in something. They take in what they think is good for them, for the body, and for the mind, and for the soul. And also some call themselves the vegans. The vegans don't eat meat, fish. They don't eat any animal products like the dairy products, like the cheese, the milk, the butter, the margarine, and then even honey. They don't even eat honey because they believe that the honey were made by the bees, and it is their food. Therefore, they don't have to interact with the honey or the bees. So they even don't eat honey. And they think that that is the practical way that when you involve yourself in, you'll be able to connect to nature and to be able to connect to the Supreme Being. And then some also call themselves the breatharian. The breatharians, they don't eat at all. They don't drink anything at all. They are called breatharians. For them, they only breathe. When they are hungry, they only breathe. And then that is only the air sustain them. And they are called breatharians. Yes, there are breatharians around, people who don't eat. And one of their masters is called Jasmuhin. Jasmuhin is a breatharian master. We have one to Elitom El Amin. Elitom El Amin is also a breatharian master, and he has also not eaten for over 25 to 30 years now. He has not taken in food, and so on. So there are people who think that to be able to connect to nature, to be able to connect to the Supreme Being, to be able to have physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual freedom. You just don't have to eat anything. You just have to take your food from the air. Some also called and said the fruitarians, they only eat fruits. Some think that water is not good for the system, so they don't drink water. All they drink is coconut juice and some other juices and so on, just to be able to connect to the Supreme Being, just to be able to connect. So it is good that we also master these things. We also try to find the better solution of healing ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. All these people, people might sit back and say that they are doing this because they don't know what they are doing. But to be frank with you, they know what they are doing, and they have had results in the way they eat, in whatever they consume into their system. They get results, they get healing, they get freedom. They don't just think, they don't think evil of people, especially the breatharians and the vegans. When you are a strict vegan and a strict breatharian, you will see that all your system calms down, and you always have a blissful heart. You always have blissful heart. So let us talk about how we can also be able to free our soul. Our soul is in captive. Our body is in captivity. We have to free our body of all diseases. We have to free our soul so that at the end of us, we will have a better place. Those of us who be called the ancestors will be called. Those of us who want to go to heaven will go. Those who want to go to the Sachkhand will go. So we must be able to free our soul from captivity. And one sure method of freeing it is the fasting, and also setting a goal for ourselves. You will see that you can excel without the help of the spirits. You will see everything you see around. The human mind alone cannot do it unless some spirits, some entities put something in it before it can be done. You will see that you want to do something yourself by your own power, you fail. But immediately you involve an entity, the entity is able to connect you, to wire you, and to give you a frequency to be able to attract the desired things that you want. So it is good that we fast. When you call, I will be able to also teach you a way of fasting. When you want to fast for healing, I will teach you a way of fasting. You want to fast for spiritual advancement, I can also teach you how to do it. You want to fast to have to develop your psyche, to be able to excel in your occupation, I can also teach you how to fast, and so on. So when you call, I will be able to tell you, do some divinations for you, and then your soul will tell what it wants and what it doesn't want. It is very important that whatever you involve yourself in, you do divination to really know what you want, what your soul wants, what your mind wants you to do, what your physical body is capable of doing, and how to do it before you start. You need coaching. Yes, while you fast, you need things to boost you. You need to boost. You need to fast track whatever you are doing, whether it is healing, whether it is physical or spiritual advancement. You need to boost it. And there's one herb which can help you. And this is the herb. It is called Tulsi, or Tulasi, or Holy Basil, or Sisakowe. This is the herb. This herb, the aura of this herb is bigger than that of humans. This aura of this herb is bigger than that of humans. So when you have multiple of this herb, and you sit in it, it gets into your aura and then boosts your aura for you. So you can use this herb for bath. You can also use it for tea. It will help you, and it will really clean you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This is the holy basil, Tulsi. It has so many varieties. Any variety you get is okay. Is okay. They all do the same work that has to do for you. And also, there's one meditation that you have to do. You must master the law of polarity, because you have to know that in everything there is opposition. Therefore, you have to master opposition. Yes, there's day, there's night, there's God, there's Satan, there's good, there's evil. So you must master the law of polarity before you can excel in whatever thing you want to do. You must master this law, the law of polarity. So I'm teaching you this meditation to help you master that law. That is the first meditation that you have to do. Anything before you excel, even in whatever meditations that you do, before you are able to excel, you have to link the lower world with the higher worlds. And it is through the law of polarity. So this meditation will help you to be able to connect. So what you do is that you close your eyes. You close your eyes. You do some deep breathing. Just deep breath, deep breathing. And then you relax. You see, this relaxation is very much important. The basic of all meditation is relaxation. The basic of all meditation is relaxation, because you are taking something out of you. You want the Supreme Being to take command. You want the Supreme Energy to take command. When you don't do this breathing exercise before you do any exercise, sometimes you get only 10%. But using maybe 30% of the time that you use to do the meditation and your prayers, using it to do the breathing exercise alone, you have excelled, because it is the air and the spirit in the air that connects. That the spirit is a mediator. The air is mediator. That is what mediates between in our body. That is what every part of our body means. That is what every organ in our body use to live. And the blood that flows it takes air to your mind, your brains, take air to all the part of your body. So the air is a vital tool that you must use. If you want to excel in meditation, learn breathing exercise and you will excel. Many people have done meditation for quite a number of years, yet they don't see result because they have not mastered their breath. When you master your breath, it's a sure guarantee that when you do any meditation, you will get a result. So the first is you close your eyes, do some breathing exercise. You see, when you are breathing in, don't breathe into your chest, but breathe into your stomach. This breathing exercise you do, you breathe into your stomach. So you breathe in and your stomach will come out, because the air has entered, it must come out. And out, your stomach goes in. So you don't breathe into your chest, you breathe into your stomach. So there are two. This breathing exercise is very important and very vital when you want to excel in whatever you are doing. So breathe in, out, then you relax, leave your body, leave your body, leave your body, leave your body. You breathe in, out, leave your body. You want to take everything out of you for the Supreme Energy to take over. So you relax, before you start any meditation. If you have to do meditation for 5 minutes, do breathing exercise for 2 minutes and relax well before you use the other 1 minute for prayer and then 2 minutes for your meditation. That is how it is. You see that sometimes we are in a haste. You just come and you sit down and you do your meditation, and there are a lot of inner chattering, lot of things hovering in your mind, lot of things going on in your mind. When you close your eyes, there are plenty of things comes to you because you don't do the breathing exercise. But immediately you do the breathing exercise and you tell the mind to stop working, the mind must stop working for you to do your exercise. So what you do is that after you've done your breathing exercise, you laugh. So just laugh. You can laugh for 1 minute, you can laugh for 2 minutes. Just you see, just laugh. Then now take your consciousness to your heart center. And then see your heart smile. See that your heart is smiling. While you also smile at your heart. Smile at your heart. Smile at your heart. Smile at your heart. Then you begin to recite this mantra. God and me and God are one. 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 So you recite this mantra audible for some minutes, depending on the number of minutes and hours that you want to do it. Then you intone it audibly and then in your mind as well. Maybe you tone it audibly 2 minutes or 3 minutes. In your mind, you say it while you smile. You see your heart smiling. You smile back at your heart. And then you say, God and me and God are one. God and me and God are one. You say it in your heart. Then for a number of minutes that you want to do it, then you come out smiling. Smiling. You want to connect the lower world with the upper world. And it is only love that can connect. The law of polarity is the only law that can connect you. So don't jump it. That is the basis of spiritual upliftment. So don't jump this law. When you jump it, you will lose. You will not be willing to lose, but you will fail. That is what has failed so many people in the temples. They have done so many years of meditation. They've done so many techniques, but they don't find result. The breathing exercise and then the law of polarity, connecting, when I'm trying to put yourself into God, trying to be one with the Supreme Being. Because without it, you can't excel. So try it. Yeah, this is Azubaba Richard Okankwe from the Mystery Professionals Healing Center. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and then share as well. Thank you.